This one is sets. Welcome. There are a number of concepts which are supposed to be talked about in sets, but I shall be bringing up those concepts as I move on with these problems. So I'm going to use a problem solving approach to help you grasp almost all the concepts of sets. Number one is saying that x and y are sets if number of elements in x, that one is red, number of elements in x. If number of elements in x equal to 12, number of elements in y equal to 9, these are sets. Number of elements in x intersection y, this one is intersection, it is equal to 5. Intersection means existing in both sets. So you have that 5 elements are existing in both set x and set y. They want to find the number of elements in either sets. So how many elements are there in either of the two sets? That is what they are talking about as the x union y. Number of elements in x union y. I have a number of ways. There are a number of ways of solving this, but I'm going to use a Venn diagram first. Then there is also using the formula. So let me first use the Venn diagram. These circles are not supposed to be squashed like that, and they are not even supposed to be of different colors, but I'm doing both of them. For the first one, the squashing is because the system I'm using to write may not be precise when I use small space. So I'm making I'm trying to create enough writing space. And the colors, I'm having different colors so that you can know where each circle is passing. Like from our question, the black, let me first label this. This one is set x. Shall call this set x. Set x, and I call this one set y, such that now the black, everything in the black is 12. Now the intersection, we have 5 existing in both, so I have 5 there existing in both. If 5 exists in both and the one was for x are 12, 5 is in both, so this one should be 12 minus 5, which is equal to 7. 5 is existing in both, it is in the intersection. 9 for the y, you have 9 there, so this one must be 4. That is the Venn diagram for this particular problem. And now when I add everything there, add the 7 plus the 5 plus the 4, that is precisely the union. I add everything inside the two circles. So number of elements in x union y is equal to 7 plus 5 plus 4, which is equal to 16. That is what we have there. Now we can use this formula. As this formula, you can learn it. This x union y can be got by getting number of elements in x plus number of elements in y minus number of elements in x intersection y. It is a formula which you need to take a note of, because there are many problems that can be solved using that formula. So we have number of elements in x, they said it is 12. Number of elements in y, they said it is 9. And then the intersection, they said it is 5. When I add this is 21 minus 5, still get 16 as before. That is what we can do with that. Number 2, find number of elements in M intersection N for sets M and N, given that number of elements in M is 40, number of elements in N is 15, and number of elements in M union N is equal to 48. Let me use a Venn diagram and also use the formula so that you learn all of them. It's better for you to learn all the methods, but don't tell the examiner that you write a Venn diagram and say that also give him one. The examiner give him one. You just need one solution. Don't apply both, because you always race against time in an exam. So you don't have the luxury of presenting all the methods to the examiner. Just present one. So from after this story, you are going to pick which one is easier for you and grasp that, so that whenever you are asked about these things, you apply that method. I call this set M and I call this one N. We have find N intersection M. So M intersection N, we can call that X, because the intersection means overlapping of the two. So the point of overlap of the two circles is that X, which I've indicated there, and the blacker circle is M. Now when I add everything inside the blacker circle, which is M, I get 40, and part of it has been taken up by X. X is existing in both, so this one should be 40 minus X, as this one is 15 minus X. Now the union means adding everything inside the two circles, this and that. So we shall add everything there and equal to 48. 40 minus X plus X plus 15 minus X shall get 48, which is the union of the two. X and X goes, I have 40 plus 15, that is 55, then minus X, it is equal to 48. Then I have X is equal to 55 minus 48. What I've done, I've taken X to the right and this one to the left. Then I turn the equation around. Turning the equation around means if I have this is what it means to turn the equation around. If I have that X is equal to Y, if I write Y equal to X, I have turned the equation around. Not saying that Y is crossing the equal sign, that they are crossing equal signs and they change their signs, but I'm just interchanging them. That when I have that 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, when I write 5 is equal to 3 plus 2, I'll have turned the equation around. So this one, after taking X that side, I turn the equation around and I have 55 minus 48. And now X itself, X is equal to, this one should give us, is 7. That one is 7. That's what we have there. And then we can also have the formula still can play a role, can also be used to solve this problem. That the number of elements in M union N is equal to number of elements in M plus number of elements in N minus number of elements in M intersection N. And the intersection is the one we don't know, which we can assume that it is X. This is not part of the Venn diagram. This is another method. So whatever you're writing here is not got from the Venn diagram. This is now applying the formula directly from the information which they have given us there. So the union is 48 is equal to M, that one is 40, plus number of elements in N, that one is 15, then minus X. So let X come to that side, cross the equal sign, becomes positive, 40 remain there, 15 also remain there, 48 crosses to the right becomes minus, so this is 55 minus 48, and this one is equal to 7. So you can either use the Venn diagram or you can use the formula, and you have the same answers. Customers at a petrol station either buy petrol or kerosene. So if customers at this petrol station are either buying petrol or kerosene, it means that the customers who are coming to this petrol station signifies the universal set, the union set for petrol and kerosene. So it means that if I assume that K, if K is standing there for kerosene, and then I have that P means petrol, then I have that number of K union P is equal to 60. And then 27 bought kerosene. They said the number of, this is the number of kerosene, 27. Number of petrol, those who bought petrol, they were 46. I can use the formula because they are saying how many bought both. Number of elements in K intersection P. So we have that number of K union P, this is now the formula, is equal to number of K plus number of P minus number of K intersection P. So the union is 60. It should be equal to the one for K, 27, plus the one for P, 46, minus, we can call this one maybe X, the one for the intersection 2 for brevity's case. So I have that 60 is equal to, that is 73 minus X. What do I subtract from 73 to get 60? X is equal to 73 minus 60. X is equal to 13. Those are the number of customers who bought both petrol and kerosene. I can also use a Venn diagram here to solve that same problem. Can use a Venn diagram, ladies and gentlemen, to solve that particular problem. Call this set K. I don't want to use that color. I'm using black, please. Call this one K, and call that one P. So we shall have that adding everything here, this plus that to give us the 60, because they say the customers here, they either buy petrol or kerosene. Now customer is coming here just for sure that he's coming without buying anything. So all of the 60 which we have there who came on that particular day, they are lying inside the two circles. That's why we are saying that that's why we are saying that they signify the universal, the union set, and also it is actually the universal and also the union, because there is no one outside the two circles. Now here they said how many bought both, we don't know that, but the circle for K, everything inside the K circle should get us 27. So this one should be 27 minus X. Everything that should give us inside here should give us 46. So this one should be 46 minus X, because part of it has been taken up by X. And what we are supposed to do there, after everything, we shall have let us add everything inside the two circles, which is the union set, and we equate to 60. So I have 27 minus X plus X plus 46 minus X is equal to 60. When I add the two numbers, I get 73. This X goes with that X, then I have minus X there, that one remains. is equal to 60. And 73 minus 60 is equal to x. 60 is crossing the equal sign is from right to left, becoming negative. X is crossing the equal sign is from left to right, towards negative, becoming positive. So this one is 13 equal to x. Turn the equation around, x is equal to 13. Therefore, we have that 13 customers bought both, because they said how many bought both. So 13 customers bought both. That's what we have. The formula, the Venn diagram. Consider there is some difference. You need to understand both methods. Then example 4 is here. 30 Ugandan business people are asked which countries they have visited. 24 of them have visited Kenya, 20 have visited Tanzania, 16 have visited both Kenya and Tanzania. We shall assume that K will stand for Kenya, that one be Kenya, and then T for Tanzania, such that when you see a T, this particular question, when you see a T, it means Tanzania, and then K for Kenya. Now 30 people, if you just go and ask people whether they have visited, you never know, you find those who have not visited any of the two countries. And in particular, they even say how many have visited neither Kenya nor Tanzania. So it is impossible. So the 30 people they asked, they are not the union of going to Tanzania or Kenya. They don't signify the union, because a part of this 30, there are those who didn't go to either Kenya or Tanzania, who are outside everything. So if I make our Venn diagram here, this one signifies the 30 people, that is the universal set. And I can even write it here, that number of elements in the universal is 30. The universal set is represented by that quadrilateral. Now let us put the sets inside here. We have that one is that will be K, and then I have another one. That one shall be T, shall be Tanzania. You can make it to that color so that you can see particularly where each color is passing. So this one is K, have K, and we have this one as T. Now 24 visited Kenya. Everything inside there is 24, but there are those who visited both. We have 16 here. And now if 24 visited Kenya and this one is 16, this one has got to be 8, such that when I add 8 plus 16, I get the 24 who have visited Kenya. This one is supposed to be 4, so that when I add 16 plus 4, I will get the 20 who have visited Tanzania, who are being signified by the orange circle. So this 4 is 20, the total for Tanzania, minus 16, those who visited both. That's what we have there. Then we shall select this one B, let those be X, those who didn't visit these countries. They don't know what they are missing. So we have let us add everything inside the two circles, and also let us add everything inside the quadrilateral, and we equate to 30, the universal. So 8 plus 16 plus 4 plus X should get us 30. When I add everything here, I get 28 plus X equal to 30. X remaining there, 30. 28 move from left to right, becomes negative, that is minus 28. So X is equal to 2. So shall say that 2 business people visited, this is now you conclude and say that 2 business people visited neither Kenya nor Tanzania, as the final conclusion of after solving the problem. We don't have a formula for this. We have to use that Venn diagram. We shall have more examples on 3 set problems in the next video. As for now, peace.